from beautiful South Florida. Here's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, you look at our quarterback matchup in this ball game, that's where the focus naturally gravitates, and I think we have a fairly interesting one here.
And both of them have terrific ability to improvise, and that means when the first read's not there, how quickly can you go through your progressions? Can you hang in there and take a shot as you release it? Can you buy time outside of the pocket? Can you pull it down and run if need be? I think we'll see all of those traits on display in this one.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
That one a first down pickup of 8. The Dolphins had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Another carry now for Edmonds. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Edmonds fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in a row. And it was finished off kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll get this one past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got him. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The numbers for Zeke from last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
That one complete to Elliott. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And it's caught. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Prater's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
that's what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 52 yards rushing for it as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Chase Wk2 his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Sanders now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. The 30. 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 67 yards on the ground. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Running back Chase Edmonds gets set to start this next series. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards a... He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Edmonds again. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw, Prescott. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Prescott now. And Sharp hauls it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
In man coverage, your #1 cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the comeback route is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon. Taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
The 1st down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much. He'll get forward for about a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Up the middle, here's Elliott. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to really take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there, big fumble, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Hurts sets up to throw it. On target over the middle to Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 29 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it is with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's had it working pretty well here in this first half up until that last drive when he put it on the turf, Charles.
So I don't think they want to overreact to that fumble because now you've got a guy that's played so well. You don't want to take him and limit his effectiveness by worrying about it too much. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we saw him next week at meetings. He'd have the football with him at all times.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing. Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And again, it's Prescott. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Open man is Waddle, complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Hurts throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they'll get this down to the 10. On first and 10, it's Hurts. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the round is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So the two teams, well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
10th carry now for Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Prescott to throw it. And this one quickly to Lamb. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb, 37 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by the touchdown from C.D. Lamb. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is he's got him in, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a give to Edmonds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Took to 5 touchdowns offensively. Hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
That empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting the big part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out.
And he clocked it up. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. And let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They're going to look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Evades him at the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken just inside the 10, and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Chase Edmonds and the Dolphins taking over on offense once again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Edmonds. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Again to Elliott. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kenny Young in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hurts throws taken in by Waddle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Edmonds will score. Touchdown, Miami. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
And he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think the block's just a little bit wide.
The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Prescott's throw taken in by Chark. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Prescott, left side to Lamb. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. 2nd and 2. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue. At this point, down big, you have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, look at the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Prescott yet again. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Elliott trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Running back Chase Edmonds gets set to start this next series. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just going to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 153 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They'll run with Edmonds. About 3 yards there to the 27.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Their biggest bout right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try to pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll throw again. Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. First down, Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's not an easy job to try to catch passes when people try to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And again, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Prater for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Edmonds. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 2 touchdowns, 23 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Now Prescott. That's complete to Lamb. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. One last shot now for Prescott. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the Riazzi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grr,
spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Yeah. Sound like some super hit. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind state and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Keep going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit. reflect the struggle that they put us through. With the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do. With the insight to be equal. No, the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington miners will be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. Better shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politics with the kings. About economic growth. Cure PTSD. Cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know. Everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust me. Just to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back, I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust me. Just to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back, I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules.
It's week 15 of the NFL.
And we'll see Chris Olave. He starts play fourth in the NFL.
Let's go.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Kamara. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 16 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you measure numbers for the guys that carry the football, it's not just the yardage. How many times do they ring the bell? How many times they get into the end zone? And now that he has 15 for the year, everyone gets to celebrate, starting with his offensive line.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get this one underneath to Kamara, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Saints had 10-3 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Those two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now in the year. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on an opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to